Sup everyone, it's me, Crimshot, and I'm gonna spice things up a bit for my channel. Right now, I'm thinking I'll just release Hunter x Hunter Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 7 in the morning from my time, which is Pacific Standard Time. And I wanted to spice things up and add another anime to my roster of reactions. So this anime that I wanted to react to, as you can tell by the title, is Fullmetal Panic: Invisible Victory. It is an anime that I was waiting for quite a while, and it was it. Yes, it aired last season. I was holding off on it. I wanted it to finish airing, and then I was just gonna binge watch it. A little backstory: Fullmetal Panic, for those of you who don't know, was an anime, or it's actually started out as a novel, and it eventually had its own adaptation to an anime. There's also a manga, but I haven't read the manga. So the first season aired back in 2002, and back when I was 15, about 3 to 4 years after it aired, I would always see it in the stores, and I was always interested to see what this anime was. What was it about? And I went on eBay, bought the whole collection on the spot. It came in the mail. I binge watched the whole thing, and I thought it was pretty good. And the first season was done by Gonzo, I believe. The next installment of the franchise, or series, whichever you want to call, I'm not sure what definition would fit better, but the next installment was Fumofu, Fullmetal Panic Fumofu, and I hear a lot of people who are talking about Invisible Victory. Should you watch it? They say you should watch the first season, the second season, like second raid, and they say, yeah, you don't have to watch Fumofu. To me, you should really watch Fumofu, even though it has nothing to do with the main story. Watch Fumofu. It is one of the most hilarious anime I've ever seen, and that was when Kyoto Animation picked it up. So the animation got a big bump in quality. It has some of the best animation and funny scenes that I've seen in an anime, and I'm so happy that I got into Fullmetal Panic, or else I would have never watched Fumofu. And after that, what was it? Yeah, second raid that came out, also done by Kyoto Animation. So it's almost as if the first season that was done by Gonzo. It's like pretty much um, the same kind of mood, totally different from what Fumofu offered, but it had the Kyoto Animation treatment where everything just looked beautiful. There was also this one part that always sticks in my head where there are these Chinese twins, and one of them, she drives the mech or pilots the mech. The other one is usually on the ground and does hand-to-hand combat. There's this one part where she has these machetes. That part was awesome. I thought that made her. I thought that was my most favorite moment, probably from that series, that installment of the series. And I probably post a little video of it in the corner so you know what part I'm talking about. But uh, that was quite a long time ago since I watched that, and I've been waiting forever for there to be another season to come out and continue on the story, because it doesn't end right there. I mean, it kind of ended nice, but it wasn't the end of the upcoming problems that were introduced in the last season. So I'm not sure if there's anyone else reacting to this anime. If there is, that's awesome. If not, I'd be, I guess, few, the first. I just want to watch it, and I figured, you know what, I might as well react to it and record myself. So that's what I'm gonna do, and I'll probably post these in between Hunter x Hunter. So Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'm gonna try and do this. If not, I'll at least be consistent with Hunter x Hunter being Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And well, without further ado, I guess I'll just get right into the first episode of Fullmetal Panic: Invisible Victory. Tessa! Oh, is that her parents? There's her brother. Yeah, they don't get along for some reason. It's the Arbalest! And Venom. Whoa, so there's no one piloting that mech. Is that Sosuke? His voice sounds different. It sounds kind of familiar, but again, it sounds a little different. It has been a while. So maybe the voice actor had like a slight change in uh in his voice. They had a Cadillac roll in. How's that? That's his name, Leonard. Chidori. It's gonna be weird that there's no Gaudon. The way that guy is dressed, exactly like how Gaudon used to dress up. Not that guy, the other guy that was talking to the brother. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's the class president from Fumofu. Yeah, he carried himself like a politician throughout all of Fumofu. Chidori. Yeah, Chidori was always pretty smart. Does he know? There's Gaudon. Mm-hmm. This is all from the first season. Yep. Yep. School is just a stepping stone in life. It will end and life continues on. There's so many callbacks to old characters from Fumofu. They didn't really appear in the second raid because it was more focused on stuff outside of the school. Usually he would mess this up, but it looks like he's taking it actually seriously. And Chidori Chidori actually has the is actually right in what she was thinking, because usually she's thinking it's a romantic thing, but then his head is is thinking of other things totally not related to to romance. Yeah, this was a long time coming, them actually getting together, and it looks like it's finally happening on the first episode. Oh, they don't even want to let go. It's him. That's right. He fell for her in the last one in second raid. Those things are cool. They're like mini mechs. Yeah, the smallest AS. Whew. Whoa, what? That was his clothes? He stole her kiss. That's right. Amalgam? Yeah, okay, he belongs to Mithro. Amalgam is his guys. Sosuke's in the dark about what they're talking about. I wonder how he'll react when he realizes that he kissed her. Oh, that's why she was putting on an act. She wanted to fit in still. Hmm. Well, he changed for the better. And usually those people tried to kill him. Ooh. What a big change up in the previous mood just a few minutes ago. It's really nice to see all of these old characters again. Yeah. The Arbalest, the Lander Driver System? I think that's what they called it. Lord Mallory. Who was Mallory again? Uh oh. Get out of there. Ooh. Oh, they got hit hard. Yeah, it's Weber. I forgot her name. What was her name? Yeah, we never seen her in that uniform. So she doesn't pilot M9s anymore? They're on the move. That hamster was like in the first couple episodes of the whole series. Yeah. Yeah, it's never revealed what exactly she specializes in, Chidori. Hmm. She doesn't want to leave her life behind. Hmm. Forces are trying to intervene and ruin the life that you want. Should run away together. Uh, there's probably a leak in their communications. That's why it's all jarbled. Ooh. Alright, that was my reaction to Full Metal Panic Invisible Victory, Episode 1. It feels really good to be seeing these characters again. There was a moment while I was waiting for this season to air where I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna like read the manga, or better yet, read the novel. But usually when I do that kind of stuff and I read the source material before the anime comes out, it usually ruins the experience for me just a bit, because it's like I already know what happens. You know, it's all about me judging on how well they get it close to how I remember it when I read it, or went through the manga. And I usually try to keep away from the source material if I know there's going to be an anime. Just recently, I started to read manga and light novels, and very few of anime adaptations from what I've read actually would be likable for me. The adaptations for most of what I've read so far usually doesn't come out very well, and now I understand why some people are frustrated. For those who read the source material and then the anime adaptation comes along and it's like, oh, I hope they don't mess it up, kind of thing. I actually feel that way now, and I don't like that feeling. I kind of wish for some things I just didn't read the source material. But luckily, I did not for this one. Now, going back to the whole did they adapt it well kind of thing, I will probably read the novel eventually, or the manga, whichever is actually um, accessible to me, I will probably read over that in the maybe a couple years from now, when my mind is not so fresh again on the subject. I like to do that. I like to um, dive into something, enjoy it or don't. If I didn't enjoy it, I'll probably just end it there. But if I enjoyed it, I'll probably want to watch it again, and I won't watch it for like a couple years or so. And because my memory is not so fresh, then it's fun to re-experience that rewatch and remember kind of on how things unfold once again. Sometimes that doesn't work so well for some anime, but I don't know. There are some animes that I've watched literally dozens and dozens of times over and over again. And I don't know why I would just keep coming back to those, because some of them are not really that good, but I just end up watching them again. But yeah, again, glad to see all these characters back. They even put in some of the characters from Fumofu, which was not really contributing much to the main story. Like I said before, it didn't contribute much to the main story, because in second raid we didn't really see a lot of characters from Fumofu in second raid, and it was nice to see him. I think I noticed the art teacher from Fumofu too, just the back of his head though, at the gate when Chidori was waiting for Sosuke. But yeah, I completely forgot the name of the girl who was with Weber, and she was promoted to lieutenant. So I'm guessing she doesn't pilot an M9 anymore. I forgot her name. I can't remember who she was. And honestly, I kind of just rewatched all of the first Fumofu and second raid not too long ago. So as you can tell, my mind is not very good at retaining some information nowadays. But yeah, it was a lot more serious. And in second raid, we were thrown back into serious from Fumofu, and it ended on a pretty, I want to say, happy note, because it had these moments where things were getting dark and things were not going the way Chidori had wanted her life to be with Sosuke. Because for those of you who don't know, there was this part where she had to, like, she was being watched, and Sosuke can no longer keep watch of her. It was actually forbidden for him to make contact with her. So she was kind of left in the dark, and she was scared that Sosuke wasn't around anymore. There was someone watching her, and she didn't like that, so she took matters in her own hands, and that was probably one of her um, badass moments for Chidori. Chidori. Um, it's typical of anime. Right when the couple seems like it's going to progress a lot, something has to interrupt it. They were walking into the apartment, and they were, you know, they were holding hands, they were blushing. It was really nice. They finally seemed like they were going to really make that romantic connection and, actually be an item together. But second raid, Leonard, Tessa's brother, has to come in and remind her of what happened in second raid. Where, going back to that badass moment for Chidori, that was also the part where he met up with her and he fell in love with her and actually took her lips forcefully. She didn't like that. She slapped him. She rejects him wholeheartedly. Um, but yeah, Sosuke is in the dark about that matter, so I'm wondering how he'll feel when he finds out, if he'll ever find out, if it's ever brought up later on in this series. But yeah, yeah. You can tell that the animation is different again because it is from done by another studio. So Gonzo was first season, Fumofu and second raid was done by Kyoto Animation. I believe this one was Zebek. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. It's like Xebec. Zebek? Eh? Anyway, also because it's been so long, the voice actor for Sosuke sounds a little bit different from how I remember it being. Again, I just watched it not too long ago, and it's like I hear it, the original voice in it, but it sounds like it has changed over the time. If it is in fact the same voice actor, I'm pretty sure it is because I still hear it in there. It just sounds different, you know. Um, I think you can tell that an anime tries to take itself seriously usually when they have that moment of there's no actual ending credits. Well, there's the credits, but there's no actual ending like an opening would be. In fact, there was no opening, was there? This didn't have an opening, this didn't have an ending. It just had credits. They're trying to fit a lot of material in. It's like, because then what is that? That's like 3 minutes wasted when you add in the opening and the ending credits, right? That's 3 more minutes of extra material they can get in there from the novel. Um, but yeah, it looks like things are gonna really heat up in the next one. I think that's all I have to say. If you guys haven't seen any of Fullmetal Panic, I'd say give it a go. Give it a go. Don't skip Fumofu. Okay, some people say you can skip it. Yes, you can because it's not, part of the actual main storyline, but it is freaking hilarious and you have to watch it. For me, you have to watch it. And without further ado, I think that's it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Shoots.